Cybersecurity for the people, ProfessorBlackOps. You see it, let's get it. Security bugs allow attackers to brick Kubernetes. Of course, Kubernetes is a container, so let's do a little container security today. The vulnerability is triggered when a cloud container pulls a malicious image from a registry. So the thing is, of course, is you got to have a malicious image. The vulnerability is one of the Go libraries. The Kubernetes based on the cloud led to denial of service for the CRI-O and Podman container engines. The CVE is 2021-20291, affects the Go library called container storage. We all know I'm going to have the links in the description, so you better click on the CVE itself. According to the Aviv Sasson, the security research for Palo Alto unit, 42 teams who found the flaw. It can be triggered by placing a malicious image inside a registry. The DOS condition is created when the image is pulled from the registry by an unsuspecting user. Through this vulnerability, malicious actors could jeopardize any containerized infrastructure that relies on these vulnerable container engines, including Kubernetes and OpenShift. CRI-O and Podman are container engines similar to Docker that are used to perform actions and manage containers in the cloud. The container storage library is used as a CRI-O and Podman to handle storage and download of container image. When a vulnerability is triggered, the CRI-O fails to pull the new image, start any new containers, even if they are already pulled. The retrieve local image list or kills the containers according to the researcher. The Podman, meanwhile, will fail to pull new images, retrieve a running pod, start new containers, even if they've already been pulled, ejecting containers and read existing images or kill the existing containers. The impact could be fairly wide, as Kubernetes 4 version 1.220, Docker is deprecating the only container engines supporting are CRI-O and containers. This leads to a situation in which many of the clusters use CRI-O are vulnerable. In an attack scenario, the adversary may pull malicious images in multiple different nodes, crashing all of them, breaking the cluster without leaving a way to fix the issue other than restarting the nodes. The weaponizing container pull. When a container engine pulls an image from a registry, it first downloads its manifest, which has instruction on how to build the image. Part of that is a list of layers that compose the container file system, which the container engine reads and then downloads to compress each layer. An adversary could upload a registry to a malicious layer that aims to exploit the vulnerability, then upload an image that uses numerous layers, including the malicious layer, and by that creating a malicious image. Then when the victim pulls an image from the registry, it will download the malicious layer, and that process and the vulnerability will be exploited. Once the container engine starts downloading the malicious layer, the end result is deadlock. This situation is a lock is required and never gets released. This causes a denial of service attack since other threads and process stops their execution and wait forever for the lock to be released. So once again, this situation is which a lock is acquired and never released. So if you go down to the article, I'm not reading that. It walks through what that actually looked like in an execution flow. Cloud container security continues to be a focus for users and for cyber attackers. For instance, in early April, an organizer's self-propagating crypto mining campaign was uncovered. They target misconfigured and open Docker containers and domain API ports. So once again, containers are fairly new, so there's a lot of security issues, I guess, are coming out. They actually do help some on security, but obviously they're still working their bugs out. Thousands of containers compromise attempts were being observed every day related to a campaign. On April, Microsoft Cloud Container Technology Azure function was found to harbor a weakness that allowed attackers to directly write to file system and have privilege escalation. I actually did a video on that about 2 days ago. So once again, we're going to do container security. Security bug allows attackers to brick Kubernetes clusters. Please subscribe. Once again, a very short video on container security. Thank you very much.